Make sure you watch the previous video before watching this video.
So, cool. Let me know. So, Brian, cool. This is Brian Pfieffer, one of my students. Yeah, so tell me a little bit about kind of your background in affiliate marketing and what interested you in it in the first place.
Background in affiliate marketing goes basically back about a year is all. Fairly new. I kind of got into Jordan Schultz's mobile affiliate stuff, and that led me into like learning his whole system, and then I also was in a couple of network marketing companies. So my internet marketing, I guess, background goes back about 3 years. So I started out in power.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah. Well, that was kind of like the kickoff of my internet marketing, like bug, I guess you'd call it, because basically it is a bug. I went from there into another network marketing company. Did pretty well, and there actually had some success with that one. That was Doobly, and then that kind of like fizzled out. No one really, it wasn't converting. The offer wasn't converting.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that kind of was my first big experience with an offer and conversions. It was a network marketing company that I did pretty well, and I made sales director in a couple weeks, so it was pretty cool. And then I got into the affiliate stuff. I was like, man, I was looking for something. I've been wanting to like find something that I could like supplement my income with in the slower season, because I'm in the summertime I'm very busy, but in the wintertime I'm pretty slow. So I've been looking for something that I could maybe learn in the winter and then kind of monitor in the summer, and then kick it back up into the winter again. So that's what I've been looking for a couple of years now. I really haven't found it, so I thought affiliate marketing would be perfect. So last year I got into the mobile. I didn't really start doing any campaigns like seriously until about like summertime, and I did a couple of good ones. I launched a few. I had one that was really profitable, and then I bought a course because I was going to do a review on it actually. So I wanted to take the course and just see what it was, and then I was going to write a review and promote it, and kind of another affiliate thing. And you were in the course, and that's how I came across your program. Yeah, Rich Jerk. Yeah. So I saw you in the Rich Jerk, and I watched your thing, and I'm like, I was doing the mobile stuff, but I wasn't really feeling passionate about it because, I tried out a couple of the offers, and I'm like, this is just a bunch of crap. Like, you put your email in, and like it gets you into like the sweepstakes. Nobody's really getting an iPhone or anything. You're like promoting an iPhone 6 offer or 6S offer, and there's no one. I didn't see anybody winning anything. iPhone. It's just a bunch of crap. So I'm like, well, I'm pretty passionate about bodybuilding and working out. I've been doing that for 20 some years, and I'm like, man, the nutraceutical angle was something that I was kind of intrigued with, and I've always thought maybe someday I could even have my own like line at some level, or at least be a part of a company that has a line. And I saw your stuff, and it was perfect. It was like I was probably the easiest sale you ever had in your course, because I think you were confused where the PayPal money just came in. No one even talked to anybody. Yeah. So I was an easy sale for you. But it was just like it was a pain. Hit a pain point for me. I was looking for something. I liked the content that you put out in the Rich Jerk. I think you put enough of your quality content out there that if somebody was like me, they were sold instantly, because I've taken a lot of other courses. I've probably invested well over $100,000 in courses over the last 3 years, and your stuff that you put out was, for somebody who's an experienced course taker, I guess you could call me, I was impressed with what you were able to put out there in just, I think it was maybe 3 or 4 videos, and it was enough content for me to realize, like, okay, well, I think his next level is going to be worth the price of admission. So, that's why I jumped on it immediately. I didn't even have to call in or ask any questions. I'm like, this is perfect. So, and I knew enough about the business because I've been with a couple other affiliate networks, and I saw your network, and I just knew you had your stuff on point, so I didn't have to like do any research,
That's cool. So you kind of answered. Well, I was going to ask, did you have any hesitations at first? But that's good. That's good to know. Who do you feel my program is made for?
I really think you've kind of made it. I'm probably a lot different than most of your students in the fact that I've been through a number of network marketing like funnels, I guess you could call them, where basically they teach you how to read the books and develop yourself personally, and you're teaching all that, and which is good for say you get a student that just comes in, maybe didn't go to college, doesn't really have a lot of experience in the real world per se. I mean, they need that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit more seasoned. I own a business and I have for many years. I do read a lot of books. I just started reading a lot of books when I started getting into the network marketing stuff. So I've gotten into, I do about maybe a book every couple of weeks, like you suggested. That's what I try to get through myself. And man, every time I read a book, especially if I get a good one, it's like you really do learn a lot. I was just reading Cybernetics. Right. And I don't know if you've read that, but it's a fantastic book on like how the brain works and just stuff like that. Like you kind of know it, but you really don't know. And then when you see it in a book, and then it's like they theorized it and proven it. It's like wow, that's there. You can actually use that power. It's almost like a power. So but you are suggesting to do that along with your course. You're not just teaching people affiliate marketing. You're telling people, hey, listen, read this book, learn copywriting, get the technical skills. And that's kind of the road that I'm on right now. I'm realizing, okay, well, I probably got the business side of stuff down because I've done enough businesses, but I don't know really Photoshop that well. I don't know how to program that well. I could probably use a little more help on copywriting, at least on the nutraceutical side of things. I could probably copyright an event better than anybody in the world, but I've done doing that for 15 years. But on the other side of things, I don't know that. But those are skills that I can clearly see when you can master those skills, you can turn that into money on the internet. So your course is like designed for the person that maybe wouldn't have come up to my level, come in at my level, but they came in at like a lower level, and they're able to you're showing them the path, is what I'm saying. These network marketing companies, when you get into a good like upline, I guess you'd call it, there's guys on the top that are like you, that are like giving people the direction of how to get to the next level, because they want people to succeed in those businesses, because guess what? When the people succeed, you make money. It's a similar scenario to you. Yours isn't network marketing, but it's sort of the same. If you had a successful affiliate pushing your network, you're making money. So at the end of the day, it's in your best interest to try to give someone the path to get to the next level. And I think you are doing a really good job of showing people a path. Whether everybody takes all the advice you give them is a different story. I take it and I'm using it, and I'm going to improve my skills. I need to. So,
once you started kind of implementing the systems in the Supercode system, did it become easier and faster to implement or launch campaigns over time, or
I haven't done a lot of launches with you yet. I only had the course for a month. Okay, so I'm 4 weeks into the course, and I went through the whole course in about 2 weeks. I don't want to say I skimmed it. I watched every single video, and then you switched over to a new website. I had to put some money into a situation where I had to get out of a house, sold it, so I had to kind of put everything on hold. So I came to this weekend really excited to kind of get things kicked back off. So I've already watched your course once, and I actually started watching it again. I got through week 3 on the second time around, and I actually got a lot more out of it the second time. So for anybody that's watching this, the course is just a ton of content. I would say you should at least plan on going through it twice, maybe 3 times. And I think the first time around is a good time to kind of take a lot of notes and really understand the whole concept of how it works. And then the second time around, I'm not going to sit there and just watch it. Okay, every time I got 2 screens at home, I'm going to watch the course. And if you're going through a Facebook campaign launch, I'm going to launch a campaign while you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to learn the stuff really by just watching. You're going to forget too much stuff. You're not going to get the details. Like the second time around, I set up my my domain, and I did I already had a volume account and stuff, but there were some things on volume that my other mentor didn't teach me that you did. So I was doing that on the one computer while you were teaching it. So now I don't need to go back through the course again because I already know how to do it. So I think that's the best advice, is that just go through the course maybe once, and then the second time around, make sure you do it as you're going through it, because there's a lot of knowledge there. You're not going to be able to retain it all. It's like a fire hose, it's in your face, and you're taking only so much, So, but it's a really good course. I think that it's very detailed. You do a lot of over the back type of stuff. You show some stuff that doesn't work, which is cool, because maybe you can help someone avoid a failure before they fail, because I'm sure a lot of people watching this probably don't have a lot of money. They're just getting started, and the less we can fail, or the more you can show us your failures so we can avoid those, the better off we're going to be getting started, So I think, you're going to fail. I mean, we know there's going to be some failures in this business, but the more stuff you learn now before you fail, the better chance you have of succeeding, as far as I'm concerned,
And final two questions, kind of, what would you say is, the single most important thing that you think is taught, or the single most important aspect, or like the best aspect of my course?
Well, I think the most important thing, honestly, I'm seeing this kind of a repetitive thing, is the copywriting. I've been through, I think, your copywriting section at least once, maybe twice, and you really, you nailed it really good. In fact, I remember being at the gym when I was listening to it, I think the second time, and I'm like, man, this guy's really nailing it. And I was like, keeping notes on my other phone. I'm like, wow, this guy's, he's hitting it perfect. So, and then your friend Ronnie came up in the meeting yesterday, and he talked about his copywriting skills. And, I was able to like actually see it in action, where he actually, showed us his working campaigns, and I was like, this is how it's done, man. This is the real deal right here. So, seeing your really good, method, and then seeing it actually live and showing him and his method, and his style's a little different than yours, which is probably the way everybody is. Everyone's got their own style. But at the end of the day, the value of that copywriting, I think, is really where the money is made in this business. Because at the end of the day, if you can get a working campaign and you can copyright it properly, I think that's where it's going to separate you from the other 99% of the people out there. You know what I'm saying? So, I bought, the few things you suggested were some books, and I bought those immediately the first time I even watched your course. I ordered them right on Amazon as I was watching the course, and I haven't got through them all yet, but I've already started reading one of them. It was a Dan Kennedy one, I think, The Ultimate Sales Letter. And, you can just, even after reading the first couple chapters, I'm just like, yeah, this guy's nailing it. You just know that this is what you need to know how to do. I mean, you have to be able to nail that. So I think, unless you're running like a done-for-you campaign that was written by somebody that actually knows what they're doing, I think that's what I would start with. If I'm going to start campaigns, say, next week, and I'm not that experienced of a copywriter, I'm going to go and find campaigns that you maybe have already ready to launch, you call them, and try one of those and get those, kind of maybe play around with those. But at the same time, I'm always thinking in my head, the real money in this business is going to be my creative abilities and my ability to put that into content that is unique to everybody else. I know that's where the money's at in this business, 100%. And I've always tried to be like that in my own business, where I try to be a little bit different than everybody. Still very good at what I do, but just a little bit different system, a little bit different, mentality when it comes to like taking care of my customers in my business. And I think it's going to be the same way nice. So.
And final question, what would be your advice to others who are on the fence about working with my program?
I really don't think there's, my advice to others would definitely be, just do it. If there's any hesitation at all, the only thing I could think of being the hesitation would be that maybe it's financial. But at the end of the day, this business is so you can make the money back so quickly. If you really put your head to it and you really work hard for, say, a good month, I think you could get I think you have a guarantee on your program, where I remember seeing something like, if you don't have your money back in the first, the 12-week program, then, I want to know why. I want to know why it's not working. But you tell people straight up right off the bat, like, listen, you need $3,000 to $5,000 for traffic in order to make this, to even have a chance to make this successful. Not too many people do that. I've taken a lot of courses, and I don't remember anybody that I bought a course from that has actually said, like, this, if you can buy the course, great, but don't buy the course unless you have $3,000 to $5,000 an actual budget to be able to try traffic and try the stuff you're teaching. Because at the end of the day, if you buy the course and you have no money, there's really not much you can do. It's a pay-to-play business. It's just the way it is. So to anybody out there looking, there shouldn't be any hesitation to say you have the $10,000. There shouldn't be, or whatever the price of the course is at this time, plus the traffic money. But you need to be able to just go in, and you can't be like completely financially strained. I think if you are, then maybe this isn't the right time for you. But if you aren't, and you really do want to learn another career that can be very lucrative, there shouldn't be any hesitation.
Cool. All right. Thanks so much.
No problem.